The Zelda series in Super Smash Bros. Is one of the most misrepresented series in it. There hasn't been a new character since Brawl, and there hasn't been a new moveset since Melee. Melee was released in 2001, while main Nintendo series like Fire Emblem, Mario, and Pokemon have gotten plenty of new characters. The Legend of Zelda, one of Nintendo's flagship franchises like the three that I mentioned above, have been neglected. But having Link, Kid Link, Baby Link, Zelda, Ninja Zelda, and Captain Falcon's uncle would be fine, as the series' main focus on the different incarnations of those three people. I mean, you could argue that Mario is kind of like that. They added all the Mario side characters, but whatever. I'm not here to talk about that today. But the movesets of the main Zelda characters are really outdated. They age like milk. Link's moveset takes moves that originated from Zelda 1, Zelda 2, Ocarina of Time, and Breath of the Wild. Now, I guess it could say that, the Traveler's Bow from Breath of the Wild, that represents that. But the bow as an item in the Zelda series originated in the first Zelda game. So it's more like it references that and not a unique item to Breath of the Wild that spawned in there and changed the series for the better. Luckily, they did do that with Breath of the Wild and adding the remote bomb. That was a very cool change. While I wish that they had done some other changes with Link, as you'll see in the video. Young Link's moveset takes moves from Zelda 1, Zelda 2, A Link to the Past, and Ocarina of Time, as the hook shot, which Young Link uses, originated from A Link to the Past, and that's where it came from first, but the fire arrows came from Ocarina of Time, so that counts. There's barely any Ocarina of Time stuff. Young Link's moveset. Toon Link's moveset is from Zelda 1, Zelda 2, Link to the Past, and Ocarina of Time. Still the same hook shot, and barely represents Ocarina of Time, so yeah, still basically the same. Zelda's moveset takes moves from Ocarina of Time, the Magic, and Spirit Tracks. Zelda's moveset, I think, is pretty much fine. Most people agree on that. Sheik has a completely made-up moveset, but you could argue that her teleporting comes from Ocarina of Time. Her up B, kind of, like she does teleport. And Ganondorf is known for having almost made-up moves. He does have some moves that reference Ocarina of Time, like his forward air references the one punch that he does in that game, and his side B comes from Twilight Princess. So those are the two moves, and his F tilt also comes from Twilight Princess. But other than that, almost all of his moves, like his up special doesn't, his down special, his neutral special, no. So yeah. The fact that Link, the main protagonist from the Zelda series, a series that has 20 games and countless and dozens of different items, only has moves that come from 4 of the 20 Zelda games. That's ridiculous. The Zelda series is known for its items, and Link uses only 3. Bow, Boomerang, and Bomb. Come on. You can't get another item in? So today, I will be remaking Link's moveset and changing his weird moves to ones that better capture the essence of Zelda. For example, Link's back air. One of Link's best moves, it's him doing 2 weird kick thingies. We gotta change that. I won't be treating it like Link is a new DLC character, because more as a previous character that is getting a major redesign. So I won't be giving him a meter or different command inputs, or if you hold the neutral special slightly up or down or tilted left, right, left, you'll throw a magic attack. No, we're not going to be doing that. It's just that previous character is getting a major redesign. So I'll be reusing some assets from old Link. Now I won't be giving him a simply Tears of the Kingdom style moveset for 3 reasons. 1, plenty of other YouTubers have already made those videos, like Mockrock, and I don't know how I could make another one without copying them. 2, I haven't seen anyone make a moveset based on the entire Zelda series and all of its items, which I'm going to be doing. I'm going to get rid of the continuity between Link's technically Ocarina of Time, Link can't use the Sheikah Slate, because the developers haven't honestly, they could do that, but they haven't honestly gone the extra mile to do that, as there are dozens of moves that I can name that Link can't actually do, or Young Link can't actually do with Zelda, so we're getting rid of the continuity and just trying to reference as much stuff as possible and using a bunch of different items. And 3, I'm not smart enough to find a way to make Tears of the Kingdom work. I admit it. It'll be structured more like a moveset by Brawl Fan number 1, that one YouTuber, if you ever watched him. More simpler, unlike Mockrock's moveset, which is like frame data and damage outputs and crap, because he already did that, and I'm not, it'd be really unbalanced if I tried to, so I'm just going to try and do a loose representation of what the moves function like. Also, just a quick mention, you should definitely check out Mockrock's video. It is amazing, but there are some things that I changed with the design that he did. That's why I mainly designed the move set that I made here before watching his video. I'll be taking a few things from his video, but not much. I don't know if it'll make Link really broken or really bad, but we're gonna remake it anyway. So, without further ado, let us begin. For Link's alternate costumes, there will be 4 different Links, each with their own models, voices, victory themes, victory animations, and each will get a special taunt unique to the Link that you pick. The 4 Links included will be the Hero of the Wild from Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild, that one. The Hero of Time from Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, adult version. The Hero of Twilight from Twilight Princess, and the Hero of the Sky from Skyward Sword. These are the main adult Links from the most popular 3D Zelda games. All of them, except for the Hero of the Sky, have made appearances in Smash Bros. Before, so I decided to bring them all back. For the last pick, since I wanted there 4 of them, similar to how Hero works, I chose Skyward Sword Link, as I feel like Skyward Sword doesn't give the love it deserves in Super Smash Bros., seeing how it got kind of shafted from Super Smash Bros. 4. And it's one of the few 3D adult style Links there is. That's the same reason why I didn't include Wind Waker Link, as he's like really short compared to the sort of like universal height and stature of all the other Links. Now, let's start off with Link's alternate costumes. For his first and 5th ult, it will be the Hero of the Wild from Tears of the Kingdom with his Zonai armor and all. His main costume will be the Champion's Leathers Hylian hood gown and Hylian trousers, which is his main armor set from the game, the one that was kind of used in the trailers, and that made one. I feel like that's his most iconic form from Tears of the Kingdom, and it shows that he's different from old Breath of the Wild Link now. And for his 5th ult, he will don the Bow Gerudo set. Now, Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom have plenty of unique costumes, and I had a really tough time deciding which one to include. I decided to choose the Bow Gerudo set because its yellow and green colors aren't seen in any of the other ults. And it is like a nice mixture of colors between yellow, green, and red. I also was originally going to choose the Royal Guard set, but I wanted something different instead of what the developers had already done, even though that's a really good armor set. And I also wanted to choose the Vi Gerudo set. I've seen some people do that, but I thought it wouldn't represent his character. I'm kidding. I just didn't think Link would natural in Smash Bros. Wearing that armor set. Now, for his 2nd and 6th ults, it will be the Hero of Time, classic hero from Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, who has been gone from the Zelda series since Smash Bros. Melee, will be returning. For his first ult, he will wear the iconic green tunic of time. He will be the only Link to get that green style tunic, because having 3 green tunics would be pretty redundant, and I want unique armor sets because the Zelda series has plenty of those. I chose the Hero of Time to have it because I think that's the most iconic green tunic form. And for his 2nd ult, he'll don the Fierce Deity's armor. I and many other fans were very disappointed that they massacred our boy with this ultimate, so we're bringing back the OG version from Smash 4. I think top-level Link mains like Celentor will enjoy this ult being brought back. I watch Celentor every day. He's pretty good at Smash Bros. Link. And I know that it's not canon that Fierce Deity Link is holding a nut sword. Adult Link. No, we're not dueling about that. We're trying to represent as much stuff as possible here. Now, for its 3rd and 7th ult, it will be the Hero of Twilight from Twilight Princess. This hero was in Brawl in Smash 4, but unfortunately he was very sad, but I understand why they did it. But I'm hoping that in the next Smash game, he'll make a return with this moveset. For his first ult, he will use the magic armor from Twilight Princess. This is a very cool ult with unique colors. I know you could say, oh, you have 2 yellow ults. That's redundant. The Majora set actually looks a lot different than the magic armor. As you can see, magic armor less revealing. I gotta cut that out, never mind. But the colors are different as the magic armor doesn't have green in it, and I'm keeping this. Twilight Princess Link won't have his green tunic, which might be weird, but I didn't want there to be so many green tunics because that would take away the uniqueness of it. For the second ult, we'll have the Zora tunic. There are a lot of Zora tunics throughout the entire series, and I found that Twilight Princess Link will get it as I wanted Ocarina of Time Link to have the Fierce Deity armor instead. Now, for his 4th and 8th ult, it will be the Hero of the Sky. This is the first hero ever in the Zelda timeline, and he never really got a chance in the spotlight. So this will be his first appearance of him in Smash Brothers. For his first ult, it will be the Skyloft Cloak. This will act as Link's white ult. It is the only other armor set in Skyward Sword besides the green tunic, and I didn't want another green tunic in, so that. And for his second ult, it will be a dark Skyward Sword Link. This design will be original to Smash because I was having a tough time trying to find a place to put Dark Link because I know that he's a fan favorite and it's not good to cut him. I decided on Skyward Sword because I couldn't think of any more armor sets from Skyward Sword that are actually canon without making up a color scheme, which I really didn't want to do when coming into this. I know there is no Dark Link in Skyward Sword, but the developers have shown to be making up a Breath of the Wild Dark Link like they did in Smash Ultimate, so that should be okay. I know that, unfortunately, in the making of the armor set, I cut the iconic Goron tunic from the game, but the Young Link already has a Goron tunic, and I think that one cut will be fine. And we already have a heat-resistant tunic with the Majora set, so yeah. Now, just like Hero, each of them will have their own voice lines. Here's an example of the sound Link will make when doing his new neutral specials, and this is for every single one of them. And now here is some of the clips from Link's Star KO, which, as you know, is always very funny to listen to. Each of the Links will have their own victory themes, just like Joker. Now, if you don't know, Link and all the other Zelda characters, the other 6 of them, currently have the same lame victory theme. It doesn't really resemble anything from the series. It used to be the victory theme from the first Zelda game, but it didn't really sound like it because it got remixed into orchestra. And then they had to shorten it during Ultimate because they shortened all the victory themes, and now it just doesn't sound like anything from the series. It's really sad that all the other villains got a new one, but just Ganondorf just didn't get a new one. Like, even Ridley, Dark Samus, and Bowser Jr., Piranha Plant, at least even they got new victory themes, and then Ganondorf got nothing. So that's a lazy decision, I guess. The Hero of the Wild's victory theme will be the song Crescendo from Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. I chose that theme because it really captures the new orchestra style that they took with Breath of the Wild. The Hero of Time's victory theme will be the Escape from Lon Lon Ranch victory theme. Although during one of his victory screens, it won't play. We'll cover those later. Here it is. The Hero of Twilight's victory theme will be the victory theme from Twilight Princess. And the Hero of the Sky's victory theme will be the Ballad of the Goddess Hyrule Warriors remix. I know it's not the regular Ballad of the Goddess, but it still sounds pretty good. It'll just be that little clip. The first two of Link's victory screens will be the same as they are in Ultimate, but for each hero there will be a different animation. We will be keeping the sword sheath one that he has currently and the one where he points the sword to the sky. For the Hero of the Wild's victory animation, Hero will take a picture of him doing a victory pose. There will be a random chance any of his friends say a voice line, kind of like how some of Joker's friends say a line during his victory screen. For the Hero of Time's victory animation, he will pull out his ocarina and play a song on it. There will be a 25% chance of it being Saria's song, 25% of it being the Song of Time, 25% of it being the Ode to Order, 20% of it being the Song of Storms, and a 5% chance of it being the Elegy of Emptiness. For the Hero of Twilight's victory animation, he will pull a sick pose on Epona. It will be from that one scene after he kills King Bulbin in Twilight Princess. For the Hero of the Sky's victory animation, he will fly in on his loft wing, then jump off of it and onto the ground. And now on to Link's unique taunts. I know they've never given a character unique taunts for each of the skins, but it's not crazy to think they couldn't do it. Like, he put freaking Minecraft Steve into the game and changed half the stage and changed every stage. Like, it wouldn't take that amount of work. For his up taunt, and this was for every Link, he will do the sword sheathing animation from Twilight Princess. This is practically the one he uses right now, and it's a great finisher taunt. For his down taunt, and this is also for every Link, he will do the hair stroking animation from Melee. This is one of the all-time great taunts in my opinion, and I'm very sad to see that it was cut. It would be the ultimate salt-inducing one, to cheese your opponent with bombs or boomerang, and then finish off with this one. I know this doesn't come from any Zelda games, but it's a fun little inclusion that really expands Link's character. Because in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, he's kind of like a robot, and in the Zelda series, I know he is kind of a robot sometimes, but he also has a goofy and playful side to him that Smash Bros. Doesn't go too in depth to, so this taunt would represent that. And Odyssey Central made a recent video the other day where in it, he expressed his concern that he didn't really like this taunt and didn't want it to come back because he felt like it was too short and looked like an idle animation, and I can kind of see where he's coming from, so I'm going to change it up a bit. Link will first do it, but then a cuckoo will interrupt him by pecking at his head, causing him to turn around and swat it away. That way the taunt is a bit longer, kind of more funny, and references something from the series, that being the cuckoos. And now on to the Hero of the Wild special taunt. For this taunt, he will throw some ingredients into a Zonai cooking pot and hum a little tune while it plays. This, of course, comes from Tears of the Kingdom, and I won't talk about the little tune that he'll hum because I've already gone into the 25% chance of it. Yeah, I've already done too much of that. For the Hero of Time special taunt, he will drink some Chateau Romani. This originates from Majora's Mask, and I know some people might say, actually, Adult Link never gets that drink, so therefore he shouldn't have it. To which I say, shut up, I'm taking inspiration from all the Zelda games here. And it's kind of a copy of Young Link's taunt, so I wanted to make it a bit different. For the Hero of Twilight's special taunt, he will strike a pose while Midna appears behind him and gives one of her laughs. This is of course a reference to Midna, one of the most famous side characters in the Zelda series. I think Link's taunts are a great place to showcase the characters he meets in the Zelda series. For the Hero of the Sky special taunt, he will play the Goddess Harp while Fi appears behind him. This is another appearance of one of Link's companions appearing in a taunt. The only one missing then is Navi from Ocarina of Time, but she is already used for Young Link. And that is it for all the cosmetic changes. Now, onto Link's moveset. Now, to start off, let's go over the moves I won't be changing. His jab, F-tilt, and get-up attack will stay the same. I don't want to change all of Link's moves to items, because then it'll be like, why does this fool have a sword if he doesn't really use it? Now, for the first move we're giving him, we're changing his generic sword swipe down tilt to a quick trip with the iron boots. This will be a trip move, which will send the opponents upward, kind of like Heroes. Now, just a disclaimer for the hitboxes that I design. I'm not good at drawing, So for the moves, I got images online to use. Any images that I find from DeviantArt will be credited, and the hitboxes are supposed to be a loose representation of where they'd be. If something seems overly broken, it'd probably be toned down in reality. For his up tilt, he will wield the bug net from Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword is a game that doesn't get a lot of love, so we're gonna give it some with this move. It's a quick upward swipe that will catch opponents above him and send them upwards. For Link's new dash attack, he will do a quick multi-hit spin with the spinner. This move will originate from Twilight Princess. It will be kind of like Bowser Jr.'s dash attack. And now on to Link's smash attacks. I really don't like the smash attacks that he got in Ultimate, as they're all sword moves that have no reference, so we're going to be changing them to powerful items. For his down smash, he will do a double slam with the Megaton Hammer from Ocarina of Time. This will have a double hitbox. The first hit, on Link's left side, would bury opponents who got hit by it. The second hit, on Link's right side, would have shield break potential and would be able to two-frame opponents at the ledge. For Link's forward smash, he will use the ancient sword techniques taught by the hero Sheik, and use the jump strike from Twilight Princess. I've always been confused as to why Link's smash attacks don't take reference from the secret sword techniques you can learn in Twilight Princess, and the jump strike I felt would be the best choice for a forward smash, as it is one of the most powerful strikes that you can learn. This move will have a weak first hit and a strong smashing final hit, as it does on Twilight Princess. This will also be a strong kill move. For Link's up smash, he will swing the ball and chain from Twilight Princess in an upwards arc. I was having trouble coming up with the one for this one, but then I remembered the ball and chain. While I feel like the ball and chain would be better for his forward smash, I changed it to fit his up smash. It's a good Twilight Princess reference and an item that is sorely missing from Link's moveset, and it's replacing that weird triple sword slash thing that Link currently has. And now on to Link's special moves. He will be keeping his side special and down special, the boomerang and the remote bomb. The only change is that the boomerang will change back to the Gale boomerang from Twilight Princess. The remote bombs from Breath of the Wild will stay the same though. These items are fine the way they are and reference major parts of the Zelda series. For his neutral special, he will have
a counter that's also a reflect? Is that even allowed?
For the reflector side of it, he will use the shield parry technique from Breath of the Wild. It will be a pretty good reflector without much end lag. For the counter side of it, he will use another hidden skill, the Helm Splitter. It's a cool part from Twilight Princess that could work well as a counter. Now, I know every sword fighter under the sun has a counter, but this counter will be a special counter. It will have a spike hitbox on it, making it really good to use against recoveries with the hitbox. Now, I know that we will be removing the bow because of this, but some things have to go. Besides, Young Link has a bow. Wait, what? You want normal arrows instead of fire arrows? Well, you could go play Toon Link. Like, come on, there's so many Link clones that we're not going to be losing anything if we replace some of Link's current moves. Now, when Kirby swallows Link, he will gain the Link hat and the Ordon sword and shield, and he will do the counter or the reflect. He won't have the Master Sword though, because he isn't the chosen hero. He's the god, not a hero. That's why. For Link's new up special, he will use the hookshot from many Zelda games. The Hero of the Wild will have a hookshot designed from A Link to the Past. The Hero of Time will have the Ocarina of Time one. The Hero of Twilight will have the Twilight Princess one. And the Hero of the Sky will have the Skyward Sword one. The hookshot will be a tether recovery, similar to Byleth's. It will tether to the ledge as normal, but it will also tether to opponents as a command grab. It will command grab in the air as well. But instead of spiking the opponents, like Byleth's, it will send the opponent to the opposite side that Link is facing. This will make edgeguarding Link way harder. Now, because of this, we are getting rid of Spin Attack, one of Link's most iconic moves. But I never really liked how it was used for a recovery. It has always been a pretty mediocre recovery, and I honestly do not think it fits. It is never used in the air in the Zelda series, and Link doesn't really do helicopter with it. It doesn't make much sense. But hey, if you miss it so much, you can play one of the other two Link clones who have it. Now, for his grab, Link will use the grappling hook from Wind Waker as a tether. This will act as a tether grab and can be used as a tether recovery. This fixes that trash new grab that they gave Link that has like 0 range. Now, I know only Wind Waker Link uses that, but I'm making the assumption that they won't be changing Toon Link so Link can have it, and I want to represent as many Zelda games as possible using Link's moveset. After Link grabs the opponent, he will freeze them with stasis. This is a special type of being grabbed, which will make it harder for the opponent to match out of it. His grab pad will have Link swat the opponent with his sword. For Link's down throw, he will throw the opponent on the ground and use the spinner from Twilight Princess to spin on top of them. While I do like the WWE slam that Link does currently for his down throw, it is kind of made up and kind of out of character for Link. This new down throw will be similar to Bowser Jr.'s. For Link's forward throw, he will blow the opponents away with the Gust Bells from Skyward Sword. This would be our second Skyward Sword item, and because of this, the Gust Bellows would be removed as an item. I don't think that having items that everyone can use is a good way to represent Zelda's main feature, because Link is usually the one that uses them. That would be like having all the new Fire Emblem characters be assist trophies. It just doesn't capture the essence of Zelda. And even with all the new items that they added, there's still a bunch missing. For Link's back throw, he will use the Ultra Hand ability from Tears of the Kingdom. This will be a kill throw. Now, I know everyone wanted Link to use a cool Ultra Hand ability and like make a hover stone and fly into the air or something like that. But as I said earlier, I can't really think of a way to make it work. And Mockrock already added Tears of the Kingdom abilities. Instead, he will grab the opponent with Ultra Hand and throw them aside. For his up throw, Link will grab his opponent, use the Ascend ability from Tears of the Kingdom to ascend up into the ceiling and slam his opponent back down. This would be a reference to the Ascend ability. Now, I know many people want this to be his recovery, but I wanted to use something that would reference the Zelda series more for Link's recovery. So Ascend is put on his up throw. This up throw would kill, similar to Charizard's up throw. And now on to Link's aerials. For his up air, he will swing the ball and chain from Twilight Princess upwards in a multi-hitting circle. Now, I know this is the exact choice that Mockrock chose, but I swear on Hylia that I didn't watch Mockrock's video before making the moveset. I chose what moves I would do, then watched the video before writing the script. But hey, great minds think alike, I guess. For Link's new back air, he will swing the Rod of Dominion from Twilight Princess in a backward swipe. This back air will be a single thwack. Think something like Joker's back air. This is nothing to do with me being a Link-Joker main, just so you know. Now, I know this isn't what the Rod of Dominion is used for in Twilight Princess, but in that game it is used for controlling robots and stuff like that, and I don't think that would work in Smash Bros. So I decided to have it just be used this way to get the reference in and just do it. For Link's new forward air, he will do a double hit swipe with the Fire Rod from A Link to the Past. This attack would be similar to his current forward air, but with the flame effect on it. This attack for Link's new down air, he will swing the Megaton hammer from Ocarina of Time in a downward motion for a powerful spike. This will be a very strong spike, but with a slow startup like Violet's. Now, I know we're getting rid of Link's iconic pogo jump from Adventure of Link, but we already have Young Link and Toon Link representing that. And I think this spike will be much more fun to hit. For Link's neutral air, he will do the same kicking motion that he does in Ultimate, except he will have the iron boots while doing it, which will give him super armor while doing the attack. I know Link never does a kicking motion with the iron boots mid-air, but I decided to incorporate it. This will be the only Nair that has super armor, I think. Nair is one of Link's best moves, so I decided to keep it. And for Link's new final smash, it will be called Fierce Deity Strike. Link will put on the Fierce Deity mask from Majora's Mask and swing his sword forward, sending any opponents that get hit by it into a cutscene final smash. In it, the scene will switch to the top of the Clocktown Tower with the moon above. Fierce Deity Link will slash his opponents twice with the Fierce Deity sword, then shoot a sword beam at them, sending them flying into the moon. Fierce Deity will then jump into the air and bring down one final slash on them, cutting the moon in half, causing it to explode, causing major damage to the opponent. Fierce Deity will then strike a pose in front of the exploding moon, where he brushes himself off. Now, I personally do not like Triforce Slash, as it is a poor representation of the Zelda series. But I can understand why they chose it in Brawl, as it's tough to think of an ultra move that Link can use in the Zelda series. There aren't many, and there aren't a lot of places to take inspiration from. In Ultimate, they changed Link's final smash to the Ancient Bone Arrow, which is a good way to represent Breath of the Wild. But I honestly think it's a bit underwhelming. It's just like Link shoots like a gun at the opponents and just kills them. It's essentially a worse version of Dark Pit's final smash since it doesn't go through multiple opponents like his does. So I wanted to change it up. There are plenty of places to take inspiration from in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, but I don't feel like it would represent the Zelda series that much, so I decided to go with Fierce Deity. Now, I know it would fit young Link better, but I'm making this assuming that they don't change him. And Fierce Deity appears in Majora's Mask, which is a game the Hero of Time appears in, and the armor set also appears in Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom as well, so there's 2 games represented instead of just 1. And as a side note, I know the Fierce Deity is one of Link's alternate costumes, but Violet has an alternate costume that is used for their final smash, so this isn't an issue. For that one costume, it will just switch to default Hero of Time putting on the mask, and at the end of the final smash, he won't take it off, he'll just lose his Fierce Deity sword. And with that, all of Link's moves are done. Well, there goes the video. Hopefully you thought my move ideas were cool. Thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe and see y'all in the next video.